Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome. The traders of Colibri are ready to present the latest insight in our market analysis for today, for 10th of December 2025. An interesting coincidence, our trader is currently doing a live stream showing his live trader. So let me show you. Maybe this format will be also interesting for you, when you will be able to ask questions about his trading process.
Хорошо, посмотрим на 5 минут вот эту точку.
So his name is Georg. So he analyzing the charts of different coins. He uses the level 2, our Colibri terminal. And answering on the live questions from the participants of this chart. So maybe we'll see. So here is some deal open. So he trading the truth USDT. Have some green in the level 2. So another deal. So he's in live mode analyzing the market, open the deals and show his trading process in real time. So once again, if you have the interest, so please leave the comment below the video, and we will try to organize the simultaneous stream together with our traders. Okay, but come back to our market briefing, the market analysis, and I prepare for you some micro data that from my point of view is quite interesting and could have the impact on the future of crypto in nearest months. So the crypto market added here is 15 billions, $500 million in the market capitalization in just hour and a half. So we will look at the chart more precisely, but after the report. So here it is. Okay, so this data, well, let's open the daily chart or 5-minute chart. So US macro data, the job openings, and the market have make the momentum on the DXY, on the Bitcoin, on S&P 500, because the data was good. So let's continue. The company with name Circle has minted a huge amount worth of the USDCs since the major market crash on October 10. And today the 500 millions of the USDC, possibly these are very new funds needed to kick off the alt season, but of course it's not certain. So anyway, this money will be pumped into the crypto market. Some news that US banks granted access to the crypto transactions. The banking regulator of the OCC has for the first time officially authorized national banks to conduct the cryptocurrency transaction for their clients. And what this changes? The buying crypto in the US will now be possible directly through the bank, so not using the exchanges. The financial institution gain a pathway to launch their own crypto brokerage service, and the client risk decreases. The settlements will start to be handled through regulated infrastructure. We discussed this topic in our previous translations, but today we have some confirmations for this news and for our predictions. The US Supreme Court is ready to give the Donald Trump the control over the federal regulators. And so what this matters? The Federal Reserve has traditionally been considered the most insulated independent institution, but if the court recognizes the president authority to remove the leaders of such bodies, the protection could disappear. This will give Donald Trump the ability to appoint someone to lead the central bank who would follow the White House policy. And another news, that Donald Trump will hold the final interviews with this week for the position of Federal Reserve Chair, and the leading candidate is Kevin Hassett, the head of National Economic Council at the White House and the key advisor of Donald Trump. The other candidates are Kevin Walsh, Christopher Waller, Michelle Bowman, and Rick Reeder. So probably this week we will get the answer for this question. The inflows for 8th of December. So for the Bitcoin it was minus 60, for the Ethereum was 35, for Solana we have the 1, and for XRP we have 38. So anyway, this interest for the Ethereum is still exists and still present. So we have some much more positive for the Ethereum versus for the Bitcoin, and no data for these coins. And for yesterday, the Bitcoin was 151. For the Ethereum, it was sorry for that mess, 177, and some small amounts for Solana and for XRP. So still we have the more interest of the guys who buy the ETF, and they look for the Ethereum. In 2026, the United States will need to refinance the debt, and the crypto folks on Twitter believe that the interest rate cut by the Fed return money to printing, and the massive crypto market rally are coming. So this kind of comparison with the COVID period, when a lot of money was printed and there was pumped the market as total, and the crypto market too. So let's go to the charts. Let's look on the technical side of our analysis to see what is going on the coins. Trying to find the setups. Let's start as usually for another metrics. The crypto fear index today 26. So you probably remember from in the end of the last week was 28. It decreased up to 20, and right now it's 26. The altcoin season was 37 2 days ago. Right now there's 35. So that means more money pump into the go to the Bitcoin. General market situation, if we will look at demands, the market is red. This week, so we have the few big coins, but the general situation is quite neutral. But the Loon can use to see coins are leading in the rising. For today, we got a lot of red coins, but this hour we will see the start from the green. So Ethereum will try to break up the new daily high, and probably it have some impact on the all other coins that show the growth. I think this we postponed. What about the liquidations? Okay, so this is also interesting. Let's switch on the 1 hour chart. So we see that the big liquidations was on the short guys who shorted the coins from yesterday. Not huge, but quite major, and some small liquidation as usual existed of the long traders that dropped from their positions. Okay, and let's go to the chart. Let's open the daily chart. It's really good for our analysis. Delete this one, not needed anymore. So still the price is hovering under the all-time high in S&P. DXY, so I will add this metric, and probably from the next reviews we will make the more deep analysis and the correlation between the Bitcoin price and the DXY. The domination of the Bitcoin in the daily chart, it was raised but continue the falling, so the changes in the chart appeared quite slow, and the chart of the coin. So we already analyzed this situation with a fake out of the Bitcoin. Let's open the 50-minute chart. So we make this powerful impulse from yesterday after the news. We make this fake out of the new highs, of the previous highs of the Bitcoin, and there's enough power to continue the movement. And in generally, so better to look on the 1 hour chart. We are inside of the consolidation zone of the Bitcoin, and there is no prediction, so we can set the new actual high on the Bitcoin. And of course, if you will think that it will be quite promising to trade the false breakouts on that big chart, on the big coins with the big liquidity, so we see that good situation opportunity from here. So if you will trade this fake false breakout, so you can get some profit and some movement 5%. If you will trade once again this false breakout, you can get approximately 3%, 2.6%. But I'm personally not recommend to do that, because this false breakouts are trading a little bit in another way, and especially on the very sick coins. But if you have some trading system that and you have this good risk-reward ratio, and the how to say that correctly, your win-lose ratio also is quite good, so you can of course you can trade. But I prefer to trade these real breakouts when you're able to put on the share a big amount of money and try to trade the momentum, because the false breakouts are a very unpredictable thing, and everything could happen during these minutes while this is happening. So we see here the momentum so we see here 0 to 23% of the movement, a little bit more, maybe 24%, and not certain come back under this level. So it for example, Bitcoin like to do this kind of chopping the level, so it could draw something like this. So maybe it will go this way, this way, this way, this way. Maybe we'll once again create new high, and then only after that he'll come back. So it's better to do not try to trade the false breakouts if you don't know the statistic, your own statistic, and especially on the sick coins, because the movement is quite slow, and there is not possible to predict and to find some confirmation in the level 2, especially for the Bitcoin, of course. So let's wait while the Bitcoin is making good setup. So we have the new high on the 94,555. So let's wait the approach into this high, and then we can decide to trade this or not to trade. Ethereum, it looks much more interesting, much more beautiful, much more power here, and the long the guys who opened the loans on that coin. So we see after the impulse we make this correction, make some accumulation close to the new high, and of course we can try to trade this breakout of the new high. If we will look on the 1 hour chart, the nearest interesting level will be for us above this zone, somewhere here, I think. Maybe there could find some opportunity. So, but until to this level, the Ethereum should pass 8%. So it's too early to talk about the breakout of this zone, but definitely after the correction, it's probably we if we have enough power, so we will break this level, make some correction to this level, and continue to running this rally in ascending trend. So this is this potential setup for trading for the Ethereum, but once again, be careful and do not count that the Ethereum make a very powerful momentums, because the average ATR for the momentums, it could be, I think, the less, or average 1% or even the less. So if do not count for the huge potential of the move for the Ethereum, because the setup is fresh, and maybe now it will make some fake out here and then make the consolidation and will require more time to make the better setup. Right now the life of this situation, life period is 1 day, 1 hour, but it looks good, it looks beautiful, my point of view. So if you want to have some risk, so you can try to trade this breakout, but set the stop loss and do not close after the momentum is finished, if you are a momentum trader, of course. Okay, so for this big and thick coins is okay. Let's look on the market on the altcoins and what is running, and so what we can trade right now. So let's switch here the 5-minute chart. Here we have the daily chart, and let's separate them by the volatility. So the JCT coin. So this is a classical pump and dump. Coin had the 48 millions of daily turnover. I don't follow by this situation. There are no setup here, so the nearest interesting level for trading, it will be, I'm sorry, not here, somewhere here. They're quite far from our current. Oh, it's 70% up to this level. But the coin mostly dead, and this is artificial movement. So use some bots to make this movement, and everything was quick. 36. It's quite nice move. So if we have some scanner, so we can try to ride the wave and make some small longs during the coin movement. But you should remember all the time, so when you see that the absorptions of the movement, and if you will see the point to short the coin, and if you will have the good entry point. Let me show you more correct. Why this is not working? First try. Okay, now it's working. So even if you will open your trade somewhere here, or you will trade the short from here, depends from the share that you are in the deal. The balance like to close your position by the ADL, so you're not able to catch all this movement. So Binance could close your position in very small amount of the person. So you're not our traders not even they have a good entry point, so they cannot ride the full movement, because Binance like to close the position before, so with a small profit, and to do not give possibility to the trader to get a better profit from the short. But you should remember that the short more risky, because and especially sometimes the exchange could liquidate your position on the price is not occurred. As the price is not exist, so even you, for example, try to open the short on the 0.24 something here, the Binance could liquidate you on that moment on the price 26, so because of the ADL and other things. So please be more careful with the shorts, and do not use the big leverage, maybe second, maybe maximum third or fourth leverage, and do not use the full potential of the power of your buy power or the short power. Okay, the JCT, the truth. So 291 million. So this we're very interesting situation. So today from the beginning of the day it was pumped here. On the daily chart we see some not major, but in the same time it's some levels. Maybe this one, okay. Okay, here are some nearest day levels, and we can, for example, set this one is more beautiful level. Right now we are trading above this level. We have this daily high from here, but you see this kind of manipulation. So before we make the pump, that the market makers or the big fellows drop the coin price down very quickly, then probably during that period they get the position before to creating the pump, so it looks not like in not real life, so it looks like the bots are trading here. There are no traders, and they start to run the coin from this moment after their maybe average is located, maybe could locate it somewhere in the middle of this zone. So probably somewhere here they have the middle of the price of the truth, and then they make this support or sponsor this pump movement. Of course, here we can try the classical setups of the breaking the highs. So it was not so clear, but if you have the good risk-reward ratio, and if you have the do not use the big leverages, so you can try to trade this trade on the 1 minute. It looks more or less good, not very critical. So not the clear movement, but if you see that here is always some small consolidation here, so the squeezing of the price and the movement is developed, and you can get some not significant, but why am I? And generally this 9% of the movement, so you can try to ride. Then we make the prices make a retest, make the new consolidation under the new daily high, and this was a very good trade if you trade this. So after the consolidation, if you will set in the level 2 the market order, the market buy order, so you can get this impulse immediately. Then we see the retest very close to the level, and the continuating our movement. Then what we see here after the But here's was a little bit difficult to trade this trade because the price is make the back movement 1.5% or 1.6%. It was difficult to set on this setup, on this trade. But if you use level 2 and you're patient and you don't use the big leverages, you're able to ride this, open some loans and may make the short trades to catch the 0.5 or 1% or 1.5%, because the coin have the good volatility. Right now it's close to the 3%. This is crazy. So one candle make the 3% if you open here, so you can immediately get the profit 1 or 2% if you are right, if your decision is correct. But for now, let's set this level, this new daily high. We see the old levels from the past here, and let's wait what the coin will do. So very interesting coin for trading. The night, 226 million. So this is the coin was listed today. So once again, want to remind you to try to trade and to look very precisely the new coins, especially on the day of the trade, while they are listed on the different exchanges. So here we have the good volatility, good liquidity, very good movements. Sometimes the movements are quite interesting. So the classical setups are working. So you can find a lot of the opportunities to get the money from the trades. But let's look on the chart. So we have what we see here. We have the all-time high for this coin because it's new coin. Yeah, and we have the lowest point from today after the listing. Let me set it something like that. What do we see here? Maybe we can set here the trend line. It's not working like that, not working like that. I don't like the angle, probably. Let's draw it somewhere like here. So it could looks like that. I was not so accurate as I should. No, so anyway, I don't like this. Better to let's start it from this and keep it like that. Probably it will be better. But we see that there's kind of another trend line. Visually, we can see it here. So it goes in somehow a little bit parallel. So, but let's see. So this is the general trend line for this coin. We see the lows. We have here a lot of the long traders which set the stops below the current lows. So level number 2, level number 1, the local level, and the main level for today for the shorting. This on the 55, 60, I don't know, 60, 64. So, and let's keep our eyes on that levels, and to then take the trading decision to enter or not. The coin, the Luna 2. So what we have. So on the daily chart, we break our resistance. Let's draw so here was a very powerful and beautiful resistance zone. Let's set the level here. We do not break this resistance, so I think this is a good setup from the past. And let's wait for a few hours while the coin will accumulate the power for breaking. Especially we have on the balance future, but the small density, $200,000. but setup looks good, but better to wait while it's draw some, make the correctional movement, make some slow approach to the level, and then we should expect for the good impulse. But the setup is not ready for trading, so it's not fresh. Let's draw some kind of trend line to see and to estimate where we are right now. Anyway, we should look on the level 2 to evaluate the activity on that coin. So we make the first breakout of the first local level. So let's wait what it could be, what it could show us. I see the support zone somewhere here. I will set this zone. I will start it from the left. Okay, so this is correspond to this already we are bouncing from this local zone, and maybe the next one it could be somewhere here. Next on the level 21, on little bit above the 21, so we should expect some bouncing. But anyway, so we should open the level 2 and look precisely what is going on, and to see the aggressive, who is more aggressive, bids or asks. And so okay, the light 108 million on the daily chart. On the daily chart we have interesting setup. So we have our previous lowest low point. We are accumulating under that. This was the mirror level for us. Make some few testing and the continuating the movement. So probably the coin will show for us some rising. I hope, if the volumes will be pumped into the coin. We see that the amount of the volume here not so huge, but generally this is the more or less significant growth compared to the past. So he will look on this and you will compare what happened in the past. So this is a significant growth of the level. I'm sorry, the light. So what we have here, we have the new daily high, and let's wait while the coin is creating the setup, and we will try to break this level. The next interesting and the very powerful zone and the interesting level for trade, it will be on a 1.8, but let's do not talk because it's too early to talk about that. The level is very, very far from the current situation, and so let's wait what opportunities this coin will give for us. But now I see this only the one level to trade the breakthrough. FHE $185 million. We see what we see. We see that we have the new daily high here, and we make fake out number 1, fake out number 2, fake out number 3. Maybe not accurate, but anyway. And from the 1, 2, 3, from in this first attempt, we make the breakthrough of the level. We have the impulse 2.95%. Make some small squeezing of the price, and we come back under the level. So coin doesn't show for us the power. Let's set the local high on this coin. So this 63 and 6. We have the lowest point of the consolidation of this coin on this level, close to the 0.58. And so let's wait what the coin will do. So right now we're approaching once again to this old level that was in the past was working like a resistance zone, and right now we see the bouncing from this resistance level. So something is going on. It's better, of course, to open the order book and to look on the activity on this coin using the level 2. Okay, the wet is also the fresh coin. On a daily chart we have the all-time high here on a 34. What we have here, this vertical line means that this coin was, the price is formed after the listing on the Binance. So before it was some history from the Gate or from another exchange, so from the Bybit where it was listed before. So an interesting level, not so interesting, but this is the some kind of border of the accumulation, and I think it could be the once again the interesting situation. We have a few levels here, so we have the local high that was confirmed by the first approach, so we see the reaction into the short, and maybe after that we can trade some breakthrough of this local coin to. So what we can see here, so this is the counter trend line. It was not choppy, but not so powerful momentum here, but anyway, so the 1% of the movement, not so much power in the long traders, but anyway, so the coin is moving more or less accurately. So once again, the listings, we should keep on our eyes all time on the listing, because it's sometimes give very good opportunities and give the easy money, because all the locals levels, all the highs are breaking very quickly with a good percentage of the movement. USDC, so I prefer to look at the Luna 2, because Luna 2 is the guideline for all this LUNC and the USDC coins, but we can set up on the 14 the high of the coins, the daily high, and right now I don't see anything. So let's set the highs on that coin and go away. Anyway, so this 111 million, and on the Luna 2 you have 847, so this in 4 times bigger amount of the liquidity, the bigger amount of the traders. So USDC is better to do not try to trade. But if you want to, of course you can observe what is going on and compare the activity on the level 2 of these two coins. But I would recommend to you to trade Luna 2. This table, okay, we already analyzed this table a little bit. The power in new coin, so we are very far from the highs and the lows right now. We see our candle, daily candle, so we make the new low, new current low, but after that the price was bought out. Let's set this supporting zone somewhere here. So we see the price approaching a few times, but bounced. But if the price is showing for us, and not the price, if the zone, we have a lot of approaches and a lot of the bounces, like we see from this level, from the level 20.03. So that means sometimes there was not capability to bounce once again, and we could see the good breakout, the short breakout of this level. So let's set the local low here and observe what is going on this coin. And let's set the daily high, but we see that the small looks like coin trying to continue the short movement. But okay, we have the daily high on the 22.5 and the daily low on approximately on the 20. So open the level 2, and when the coin will approach to this level, it's already 3% to this level, so you can find the quite good, interesting trading opportunity. Reverse, it's not the best. River, so there's not so okay, they say, but 83 million of the turnover is too low. But the volume income into the coin, we see the rising 9%. I think it's not enough, and the turnover also not enough. But better wait while the more volume will come to this coin. Divide X, the 43 million. It's I don't like this kind of charts. But here we have some kind of ladder from the densities of the coin, and if there's something interesting will appear, maybe bigger amounts of the densities, we can try to find this opportunity to trade the bounce from the density. Okay, the Folks is, once again we are on the daily chart. We have the all-time high here. Sorry. Okay, we have the daily low. I think this could be the, and we are trading somewhere between of these zones. For me, I don't see any interesting. The volatility of the coin is 0.4. There is very limited amount of the traders are trading this coin. And let's set the support zone that we can observe the reaction to this zone. Right now we make the fake out, but with this amount of the turnover, daily turnover, we will see all the time this kind of situation. So what I mean, so we have the candle, we make the very small breakout to 0.2%, and then come back, and then once again break, then once again come back. So it's not possible to trade, and better to skip this type of coins because the setups is very weak. So the first zone for reversal, it could be somewhere here or maybe a little bit above, because a lot of the coins like to reverse, to do not touch the real support zone. Okay, so this let me show the few trades. Let's look on the for 1 minute on the broadcasting. So did it finished? Yeah, it was finished. It was approximately 2 hours. The duration was to 1 hour 50 minutes. It's quite interesting to see that kind of observations and the trading in real time. So once again, if you have the interest, please leave the comment under the video. And today we have the December 10, as you see, and the fresh deals from our traders. So the truth after the break in the trend line, after the few impulses, the traders try to participate this movement, open the short, and scale out by the different portions of the shares, and then add a little bit and once again scale out. Another thing, while the truth is growing, so after this big red candle, we see the pullback, and we see some aggression from here. So the first attempt was not succeed, as we see. So some deals, as I told you, so while the coin is moving, so we can try to catch some kind of small deals while it's growing. So the trader sees some kind of supporting in the level 2 on that area, so he makes one trade. He sees some kind of weakness of the short sellers and the power of the long traders. Open the small trade here, open the trade here, so open the trade here, and so he's not waiting for the big formations, for the big setups. So he's trying to, when they see aggressive in the time sales, when they see there's a lot of the green prints in the time and sales, so he tried to catch the movement immediately and participate in the side which wins. I'm saying about the long traders who is trading the long, their wins on the time. So not a good quality. I even don't understand what the coin is, but we see the short, so the breaking of the trend line. 3 point or even 5%. I'm sorry. So the classical short setup, but better to understand what the logic. So we should break this low here. It will be more technically right if we will break this level. So, but the trader opened a little bit before the early. The coin is touching this local level, but anyways, the movement was dirty and not the best coin to get the momentum on that. Another, so we don't see the coin. We see so the traders see the aggression in the level 2 and open the short trading. I think it's 15 or 5 second chart. I cannot check, but I think it's low time frame chart, and the amount of the profit was 1 point. It's not very useful to use this. Okay, but okay. So this is the local movement. So to try and to participate the long trade. Another one. And another one. I think this deals from the student, so he's making such kind of deals and send this kind of shorts. Okay, another trade. So he's breaking the trend line. The first attempt was not succeed. There was a fake out, and after this, he sees that some kind of aggression in the increasing of the tape speed. He's opened the long and get the profit, the quick profit. Another coin P-pin, so the breaking of the lows on a 33.5. This is the trader cumulative profit chart, so he's get away from the minuses to the pluses. So this is the chart of the student. So the profit is small, but we will recommend to our traders to not use a big deposit. So we recommend to send for the exchange $10 or maximum $20 and to train on the small deposit. And now we see the positive dynamic, and the trader should keep the result on the same level, and only after that we will get the advice to increase the deposit. The PPN, once again, the small deal for the updating of the highs using the level 2. It's another deal, so the same situation, but two deals in the on the same period. But the one trader saw some kind of aggressive, the ninja trading. Another thing, so he see that trading opportunity here, that gets the profit. Some small trades on the PP. So this is a gathering, I think, more likely like a gathering volatility. So trading, do not wait while the setup is forming, the good consolidation under the level. So the don't evaluate the power of the levels. He just see the opportunity, make the short trade, get the profit, get green, and get out. And this is the same. Different coin, but the OL coin. So if the coin had the volatility, if the coin had the potential of the movement, so it's good time to trade. So he will open the one, scale in, or one share, add another, see the weakness, and close the small profit. The zero on the second, adding was share, and some profit from the first small short. So I think it's like a riding volatility or gathering volatility. I don't know what the name exactly how you call it. Okay, there's a lot of deals, so I think it could be there more than 500 deals during the day. So we don't want to see all of them. Of course, there are small deals. Yeah, it could continue. Okay, so the peeping is bouncing from the level, from the local level from the past after the fails fake short candle. So you see that you should not wait for the long period while the setup is forming, and if you using the level 2 scalp tool, so you can choose the right coin, for example like a truth. You can you have the setup is beautiful, but before you enter this setup with a big share, so you can make a lot of small trades using the level 2 and get the profit, and to secure yourself from the stop losses, unpredictable losses during the trading, so you can cover all your stop loss during the day. So if you are able to make this kind of short trades, so it's not so complicated. So you see that the price all time bought off, so the candle open, make the fake movement to the down, and then immediately it pops up. The candle open show some weaknesses and bought out. So the open the pops down and immediately bought off, and show the green in the end of each minute. So you see the power of the movement, and you can try to find this reversal point, but it's not possible to use to find this entry point on the chart. So if you're using the level 2, you can feel when the like I described in the earlier broadcast, it's like a spring, so you can extend the spring, and it's become more power on the spring, and you will see the breaking point while the spring is start to back, and you using level 2, you able to train your eyes, train your feelings to find that kind of entry points to make a lot of this short trades and get the profit from the small movements, so 0.5, 0.5 or 1%. But of course it depends from the character of the trader. If the trader have the psychological stability, so he able to set his own stress and able to control the level of the stress, so this could be the good opportunity to get the money from that kind of aggressive type of the trading during the gathering of the volatility. Okay, once again, thank you for the attention. If you enjoy the stream and have the question, write them down below. I read all comments and reply. Your honest feedback is the best way for us to improve. So the best records, the Colibri team.